Okay, this video will show you how to make a transversal beam by using a combination of architecture workbench and solid workbench. So this is about a part file. So we'll start from new, making a new part. Okay, and let's call it TransBeam. Click OK. Okay, now we're in a new part file. So the goal is to draw the changing profile transversal beam. We will start from making a new geometric set, and let's call it input geometry. So first we'll draw the profile, making a sketch based on, let's say, the YZ plane. Okay, making a sketch based on YZ plane. I will use the part origin as my sketch origin. Click OK. Okay, and I will draw quickly the profile. Okay, so I'm interested in controlling this dimension and this angle, also this dimension and this dimension. So this one should be the same as this one, and this length will be in relation to this dimension. Oh, that's too much. Okay, maybe even less. Okay, and then we will make two new parameters. One, let's call it beam width. No, let's call it beam span. Okay, give it to 20 meter. And another one, click apply. Another one will be angle. So let's call it beam pitch. Give it 12 degree. Click apply. So now we'll link this one with the angle, and this one with the length. Okay. And apparently this point want to be the center point, yeah? So the way we do it, we'll make a construction line. So we'll draw a line, make it construction, and find the middle point. When turn into solid, that means it's a middle point. And then we apply constraint to this line, it's vertical. Okay, the last thing we do is we link this line with the V, which is the world coordinate Z axis, and make it coincidence. Now it's fully constrained. Okay, so we come out. Alright, so we have this profile, yeah? Let's rename this as our TransBeam, okay, profile. We will need to, let's come back, we will need to publish this tool as a profile. Okay, so profile, and we use the explicit definition, and we'll then multiple select, hold control down, export that 3 lines, that feature. Okay, so you should see those populated in the tree. Okay, and what else? Okay, next one we'll draw a T section for the beam that will run around this profile. All right, so we'll draw a T section based on XY plane. Still use part origin. Click OK. So we'll look. I will use different way this time. Draw a T. Take center point. Draw a T. Okay. So I say this and that. So the width I make it 200 millimeter, and height I'll make it 300. Maybe that's too much. I can change that later back. Okay. Put that down a little bit. Okay. In order to make the change quickly later, I'll create a parameter. Say length. One is T section width. Okay, make it 200. Apply. The other one is T section height. Okay, make it 300. Click apply. And this one will link to coming from here. The same thing. Width. Enter this one. Link with this 300. Okay. We need another parameter which is, let's call it tooth formula, call it T section thickness. Okay, thick. So this one, give it 20. Okay, now we're gonna use offset. Double click. So this one will offset. Okay, so this and the original two lines will be construction. Okay, if you zoom in, you can see the dimension here, pull that up. Similarly, this two. Okay, so I will link this one to the thickness divided by 2, and this one will be the same as this one. This one will be the same as this one, and this one as well. Okay, then we will use from here. Use this eraser. Yeah. Quick trim. So pick this line, or you can double click. So they'll keep trimming that. Okay, and lastly, let's double click this line. So we're gonna also deactivate this construction to make it a solid line. So one here, and one here. Okay, and if you want to make sure they're all connected, you can just export that to a profile. And this time, if you change to automatic, you can see that should automatically pick up all the connected line into one profile. And as you can see, it pick all the lines, so that proves this is one continuous line. Okay, now this T section is ready, and click this to extend all the views. Okay, we'll name it as T section profile. Okay, so next one we're gonna draw the vertical line, the intermediate bracing beam elements. We'll use a command. Oh, by the way, I think I can. I'll show you another quick way to check your profile sketch. So I double click in this file, yeah, and notice in here you have command like traffic light, yeah. So sketch solving status, and there's another one to sketch analysis. So if you click that, so it said under constraint. If you click sketch analysis, you'll begin to see, there's only one profile geometry, which is clothed by 8 curves, and those are the diagonals constraints. Give you the point, lines, all the objects created in the sketch file. It's just a quick way to check and make sure the profile or any enclosed lines has been continuously filled together. So now let's draw the bracing bars by using the command, the line command. Okay, so we'll make a point and direction. We take the origin point, we make a Z direction, put it over, okay, and click OK. So this is a line, and then we'll use the method translate. Let's say direction will be, this is Y direction, and size wise we'll take this span divided by, say, 6. Okay, check, make sure you're going to repeat it after click OK. Oh, I forgot, this should be 12 because it's half, so I will have 6 base. Yes, and this number will be 5. Okay, let's make a new. Alright, so this whole set, name it as beam brace vertical, and this one plus this one should all inside here. So you click now, they'll be inside. Click OK. Okay. And similarly, I'll repeat the same sequence by using translate. Or you can also do a symmetry. Let's change another command. So I will do the symmetry command. Okay, so element, I'll pick, so I pre-select, and then symmetry. So 6 elements here. Reference will be this XZ plane. Click OK. So you'll see this elements. Okay, and this one. Let's move that to the same sub geometric set. Okay, so this one has all the lines, right? Okay. Now we're gonna change to the architectural workbench. Alright, so first of all, we'll make the periphery beam T section. Okay, so pick this line and also these 3 lines. get this multi-support beam. Sorry, I shouldn't select this one. I just pick this, sorry, this, and that, because that will have different support plan. So I pick 1, 2, 3. The one shows into orange color with multi-support beam. Okay, so support will be this plane. Okay, and I will use custom. I will pick this sketch. Oh, I turn that into a profile. Pick this sketch. Okay. Sorry, I have to. I forgot. I need to. Okay. For that function, it has to be a sketch file, so I would just delete the profile to make sure all the line will bring back to the sketch, so that when I try that again with these 2 lines using their support, change again to this sketch. Okay, support will be this plane, YZ plane. Okay, and you see the angle is different. I just need to change that to say 90 degree. Okay, and take the input as the top center. Yeah, so it also has way to change, say, to center. So take the original line as the center of the geometry. So I change back to. You can also adjust very slightly to the left rather than the center, as you can see from the plan view. I'll keep as top center. Okay. Check again. Okay, that's fine. Let's click OK. By the way, this is to structural set point, which is also as of output. You can also change that at a different location, which will give you additional object marked as the structural output set point. So I click OK for the 3 beams, and I make left beam here. So this time I'll take XY plane. As you can see, once you change different support, it gives you different result. And it should be only one with a correct result. And this one change back to 0 degree. And make that as a top center as well. Okay. So, but this time starting from this beam, see, this is the direction where I give you a reference. Yeah, you can say I use bottom. Okay, come all the way to the bottom, but we're gonna use this. Use a meter method. I think it's yes. So positive. Okay, and the end point will be this beam. So will be sync positive as well. Yes. Click OK. So I repeat this one to this beam, starting from here and here. Positive? No, it should be negative. Okay. Click OK. For this one, start from this and finish at this positive. Again, should be negative. Okay, last one will be this number, which I will use starting from this beam to this beam. Okay, click OK. So now I have a peripheral beam, yeah, all the way around. Okay. And those are the beams. Our next operation will generate the intermediate beams. Okay, so what we do is we're gonna pick those lines at one side, because we're gonna use different beam to trim it, so we cannot take all of them, as this two beam is different. So pick first, and then we use same method using this multi-support beam. Okay, multiple entrance. The support, I'll pick YZ, and then we'll take this time as rectangular. Okay, so width, let's take the width as 15 millimeter, and take height as 20, 200, 100. Okay, zoom in, and we will take this as my center, so the input would become the center of the structural element. Right? From this member to this member. Okay, you can still have a control in here for start. Okay, look at this symbol here. So we want that to come all the way to the bottom, so pick the bottom. Okay. Pick the bottom. And this one, pick the bottom as well. So this element will come all the way to the bottom, but we don't want that clash into this element. Okay, so we'll give a little bit of offset. So the bottom one, we will make it offset as 20 millimeter. Oh, negative, which is the same dimension as the thickness of my T-section plate. Okay, and the top one here as 20 as a positive. So the figure positive or negative should relate it to the direction of the input line. Still loading. Okay, have a quick look. That's fine. Okay, and click OK. So then I will repeat to the other side. I just pause here to save the. Okay, I just make the other side with the same kind of beams as well. Okay, those are the beams all there. Okay. I will also introduce a new command. It's called user selection filter. To have a filter for your selection. So by default, it will not turn on. You have to find it here, user selection filter. And this one, depending on which one you activate. So the one that you activate will be the only one that you can select. So if I click a point and make a frame selection, I only select the point. If I add a curve, I make again. So you select only the point and the curve. And now you can just click Ctrl H to hide all the wireframes, and you will see only the solid. So we're nearly there. Last thing, we're gonna make the solid middle plate, right? So let's session. Okay, so the solid plate will be a profile. This line, as you can see here, we'll make a new profile this time. So pick one line only, using output profile. This time we change this to automatic. Yeah, and you see automatically 5 lines connected, selected, and as a closed curve. So we also have one additional element, this one called profile 3 in my case. So I will create and take this line, and now I'm gonna switch back to the geometry workbench. From here, click geometry. Okay, it's the same file, just give a different set of tools. All right, so just use a basic pad. Oh, I forgot to make a solid body. So from here, okay, I will add. Oh, not geometry set. Sorry, add solid. Okay. The reason why I can select it because I'm still having the selection filter on. Remember, so I have to turn this one off. Look, turn this off, turn this off. Now I can select. Yeah. So pick this and then I click pad. I will use the profile from this sketch, profile 3, and I will click the mirror extend, give a depth as 10. Just check. Let's zoom in, make it 8. Preview. Okay, so got this plate. Okay, it's done. Right. So this file is ready to be inserted into a product file later as a one completed beam, transversal beam.